So in this video we are changing a few things from my last video to get these absolutely amazing flashing gemstone effects. Right, let's go. Right, we're back. So off the back of this last video, I want to show you something else that I've just come across. It was an idea I had last night whilst I was trying to sleep. If you saw the previous video, please help with the algorithms by interacting with this one and watching the whole video instead of skipping through to the end. I'm going to show you what I did to create another stunning combo. And if you haven't seen the previous video and I've not explained bits in this video, please go and check that out. I'll pop it on the end screen. But we are again using the nail powders. We're using the Let's Resin UV. Again, you can do this with two-part if you could be a bit more patient with it. But this time I'm going to add a tiny amount of black liquid dye to my resin. And when I say a tiny amount, if it's too much, it is just going to overpower the pieces. So that is, well, it's just one drop. I just didn't want to drop it straight from the bottle in case it squirted more. But I'll show you when I pour this in, the kind of opacity. Because the deeper the mould, what will happen is it will be darker in the middle than what it will be around the edges. So you do need to be careful because you want the colours to be able to show through the pieces. But these are, I think, probably, possibly more stunning than the last ones that I made. And you want to mix, you don't want any streaks in this. And again, I'm just going to pour my resin almost to the brim. I'm going to leave about a millimetre, if that. And I'm going to make up some more, again with different colour combos, but this one is my favourite combo at the moment. So there you can see, you want the resin, again, just to be touching the lip or the edge of the mould. And then blast that with our UV light. And what I've done, I know I said mix it in thoroughly, but I want to see what they look like with some streaks. So I've added a tiny amount more. I filled up some more of the cavities as well, just to see. But I want to see what they look like with some of the smoky vibes, whether it adds to the effect and makes it look a bit more natural. We'll see. You can always stir in a bit more as well. I don't want it to look too off, if that makes sense, but just some smokiness. So the combo that I wanted to show you, I might get some better ones, is this red first, and you are going to have to keep track of what colours I'm using, but I will show them all because I will forget when it comes to the end, because I'm going to mix some of them up a bit, not as in mix the colours together, but well, that could be an interesting thing to do though. I'll save that for another video. As always, massive shout out to my channel members, anyone who's bought me a coffee or a super thanks, thank you very much. And to anyone who's subscribed since my last video. This one I'm doing the same as the heart. And also this bad boy. Now you will find that you really do need to work these in. And if you left it like that, it's going to show through. So just really rub these powders in and then take off the excess. You can blow it off, but make sure it just doesn't blow into the other pieces. Blow it off. Oh God, I've done it again. I can't help it sometimes. I say something and then I realise afterwards that it comes out a little bit wrong. But that could just be my mind. And a red on this one. So in this heart I'm starting with this a dark blue. And the same on this other teardrop. And for the green lovers, I haven't tried a green yet. We're going to go in on this one. And actually that green in different light goes to a purplish red. And there is a different green, so we'll give this one a try as well. So these sets in the UK, they were listed as mixed. Aura, chrome. So I think it's just a mixture. It's a shame they're not all labelled. in the US, I've found the similar pictures of the powders on the US listing. So, but the label, the title of the listing is a little bit different. And with these two small ones, I'm just going to go in with the dark blue. And then as before, we just add a tiny layer of resin. Cover it and make sure again that it's touching the edges of the mould. Just going to use my dotting tool to carefully, without marking them this time. If you push too hard, it can mark the powders that you've put down, and just bring the resin right to the edges. Okay, so to all the ones that I added red first, we're going with this dark blue. Now in my set there's a couple of different blues, but this is the really dark one. So to skip out a lot of the repetitiveness, we're just repeating that same process, same top coat, thin coat, cure, and the red and blue ones I'm keeping as they are. This is so hard to keep a track of. Make sure you write this down. So with the green, I've gone in with the dark blue over the top. With the green down here, I've gone in with the dark blue on top. Now these ones were the dark blue, and I'm just going to go in with those with a purple. Okay, so I'm keeping most of them as they are, but a few of you have suggested using mylar flakes. So I've got these iridescent flakes here, and what I'm going to do is add another thin layer of UV resin and just apply them. I don't want to mix the resin in with the flakes because that is going to create a lot of bubbles. So I'm going to be quite patient with this part and apply them individually to cover maybe one or two of the pieces. Hopefully they'll show through afterwards. I have not tried it, so we will see. So I've got my very thin coat and I'm just using the resin to pick up the pieces and then carefully place them in. Sorry if my focus is going off. Might have to do another coat just to seal these in afterwards. Okay, now are they better? The test run that I did, I made one and it came out really well. Right, let's start with the ones that I've put the flakes in. The flash is there. I don't know, the flakes actually look really good. Maybe different coloured, because they do come in different colours. Look at that flash. Maybe I should have given it a black background. But it does look a lot more natural, doesn't it? That is crazy. And as always, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment, and if you haven't subbed, it is free. Hit that sub button for me. Just keep on track, or just to check out what I do, really. Let's check the other one. It's probably going to be the same. Yeah, I definitely think I needed a solid background, but it has come out very different because the colours were different. I think I prefer this one over this one. Let's go with the green and blue. Really cool from the back as well. It's not really that strong. I mean, it's there. Definitely needed a background. What is it? Is that the size that I made for the bangle? Let's see what it does in there. Yeah, it's not come out too great, has it? Let's go with this red and blue. I'm just hoping that one was a one-off, because it has taken me a while to film. There we go, that's better. Much better. Again, shall I quickly just give it a back coat and see what it does? So all I've done is just mixed up some black mica powder with my resin. If you're doing this with UV, just make sure it's not too strong, because the UV does need to be able to penetrate through the resin. And I'm doing them all because I think they're all going to need it. Right, let's start again. I thought I might as well do them all because I think we're going to have the same issue on all of them. So I did the ones that I'd already demolded again as well, just to show you. Really, really good flashes, and that black definitely does finish them off a lot better. So there you go, we learn as we go. Even that one is looking better, apart from the micro bubbles. It's still really cool. It's much better than what it was. And the heart. So, very different to what we did in the last video. Which do you prefer? The black or the clear? I'm liking this at the moment. I think they're both unique in their own way. That is really nice. Really nice flash in that one. Let's go with the really, really diddy ones. Could always wire wrap these. Look at that. It's a really good combo there. Oh wow, that looks like a real stone. That is so cool. Really, really like that. Let's go with these. I made these because I've got my wire wrap eye piece, and I wanted something different to put inside, so hopefully I can swap it out with one of these. It's missing something though, isn't it? It's missing those crack effects, but it's still really nice. Wow. Oh, got something different going on in there. Some kind of veiny effect where I poured the resin on. Maybe I didn't brush the powder off enough and it's accumulated. That is insane. I might wear that one actually. That looks a lot better. Right, the last one, the big boy. What did we get? Hopefully no bubbles, but there's probably going to be, isn't there? Wow. Now that is stunning. That wire wrapped would be insane. Look at that flash. That is crazy. Again, give the video a thumbs up, interact with the video, and if you haven't subbed, hit that button for me. Let me know what is your favourite, these or these. If you haven't checked that video out, go and check that one out. I'm liking these at the moment. So, good combo for you. The red's not really showing through, but in different light it goes a purple colour. Right, I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.